Rousey, we're here after today's Yorkshire Derby against Tadcaster. Give us your verdict on a big 6-2 win.
Yeah, you know, it is a good performance in the end. But I thought for the first 10 or 15 minutes we were feeling the after effects of the last week that we've had, and probably feeling sorry for ourselves a little bit. And it took a really good goal from Mikey to spark us into life. Obviously we'd gone 2-0 down by that point, but you know, in the end it's been comfortable and we've been clinical and took our chances. And I thought every time we spun them in behind, Priest, Mikey, they were causing havoc, and Joe were backing that up, you know. And as I say, it's been a tough week. You know, we've had to do a lot of soul searching since Monday, a lot of overreaction, and people, you get more people probably contact you in that period when things haven't gone so well than you do when things are going well. So you find out who's in your camp and what's needed. And then I've just looked at obviously the results. There were a lot of doom and gloom, and obviously Brighouse beat us comprehensively Monday. But they've lost today, we've won, and you pick up the same amount of points. So it's important you don't get too high when you win and too low when you lose. But in the end, that's a decent performance and 3 points, which is all that matters really after the last week.
We talked about the hangover from Monday night and going 2 behind. How pleased were you with the reaction and to not concede anymore after a slow start?
Yeah, you know, I'd probably talk about us as staff. You know, I'll pat people on back when we get it right, and today we probably got it wrong in the shape. You know, they come and set up in a 3 and probably got out a little bit too easy. We had a back 4, and every time they got it wide, and I think you could see the confusion that were happening. And once it went 2, we tinkered the shape a little bit, matched them up all over the pitch, and what you see there is his quality coming through. You know, Adam took his goals really well, which is what he's done all season. He's been lethal in front of goal. Mikey's come up with a really good goal. I think they've just awarded it to Shep, but that's the dubious goals panel. I think Joe's got the touch at the end, and you know, as I say, it's been a good performance and one that we can go away and finally dust the last week off and move forward, and obviously we're heading in the right direction, which is the main thing.
We touched on it last week about players being out. Obviously a couple more came back at centre half today, and even more coming back for the next fixture now. How pleasing was it that you were able to get Pico and Shep alongside each other today? Yeah, listen,
if you lose the calibre of player and the calibre of leader of obviously Pico, Shep, Spence, Spratty, Turns, Gaval, Priestley as well on Saturday, you know, any team are going to miss them types of players, and we try to obviously get the message through that, you know, there's going to be adversity, there's going to be ups and downs, there's going to be bumps in the road, but it's important that we deal with that well. Unfortunately, you know, we were on the end of a bad result Monday. There were a lot of players missing. 4 of them came in straight away today, and I think in the end you can see the difference of them being in the side and the leadership that they bring just to calm players down when things aren't going so well in the good moments. And you know, we've probably been the master of his own downfall really, in terms of the discipline and getting people sent off, and we've had various meetings since that. It's something we want to tidy up, it's something we need to improve. And you see there, you know, if you have got the full squad and you have got everybody available, it's a lot easier job on a Saturday, it's a lot easier job on a Tuesday, so that's something we'll focus on moving forward. But ultimately the biggest thing that mattered was dusting last week off, getting 3 points today and getting back on a winning trail, which we've done. So, you know, we're happy and we'll take it.
Brilliant, well done mate.